Ryan steps through it, throws on the run.
Floats one down the sideline and between two defenders.
Pressured Brady, and down he goes.
He fires for the end zone.
Hello there.
What's going on, you sexy sons of bitches? It's your friendly neighborhood Dirty Bird here, and this is going to be my first video covering the Atlanta Falcons 2022 offseason. We got a lot to talk about today, so grab your liquor, strap in, and let's get started. In today's episode, we'll be talking about the Falcons salary cap situation only. Free agency and the draft will be discussed in later episodes. On a scale from Bill Gates to the Green Bay Packers, Atlanta's somewhere in the middle. The Packers are over $43 million in the red, and the fires of cap hell are descending upon them. In contrast, the Falcons are looking pretty good. We're not in as bad a spot as we were last year due to the league salary cap rising over $20 million and some early cuts and contract restructures. Now it's time to talk about cuts and restructures. Before any, the Falcons were sitting at negative $6,915,983. The first casualty was defensive end Dante Fowler after 2 disappointing seasons in Atlanta. Fowler was supposed to be the messiah who was going to reinvigorate the Falcons' pass rush for years to come, but instead all we got was a turd in the punch bowl.
We have a turd in the punch bowl.
Outside of one good year in 2019 with the Rams, Fowler's career has been mediocre to say the least. He's been in the league 8 years and has played for 3 different teams and has only netted 35 total sacks. In his 2 years in Atlanta, he netted only 7.5 sacks, which is fucking disgusting.
I don't feel too good.
In cutting him, the Falcons may have created a little bit of cap space, but we also incurred almost $4.7 million in dead cap, which I believe it totally worth it in this case. Needless to say, nobody in Atlanta is going to miss him. I know for sure I won't. Next up is Calvin Ridley. His story needs no introduction because it's all the NFL media has been talking about the last few days. Honestly, just thinking about the whole situation pisses me off. Ever since we drafted him, Ridley has been nothing short of amazing. He possessed a good work ethic, soft hands, and is one of the best route runners in the NFL. He had his breakout season last season in 2020 where he caught 90 passes for almost 1,400 yards and 9 touchdowns. New head coach Arthur Smith picked up his 5th-year option thinking he had a legit number 1 receiver to replace Julio Jones. Then only 6 games in the 2022 season, only 5 of which he actually played in, he didn't go with the team to London for the overseas game against the Jets. He announced he was stepping away from football for the rest of the year so he could, quote, work on his mental health. This took me, as well as many other Falcons fans, completely by surprise. It seemed to come out of nowhere. I understand his mental illness is a serious issue, having been through some stuff personally, but the dude left his team high and dry mid-season. I don't know about you, but that would have made me feel a whole lot worse. Regardless of his actions, teammates, coaches, and fans all came out in support of Ridley, wishing him a speedy recovery. Instead of going to see a psychiatrist to work on his mental health issues, he decided it'd be a good idea to violate the NFL's gambling policy and get suspended for an entire year. I think the NFL's decision is complete horseshit, and that the NFL is clearly trying to make an example out of Ridley. After all, he only bet $1,500 total on 3 different games. NFL players have committed much worse offenses, such as beating their wives, and have received lesser sentences. Hypocrisy, anybody? At the time of making this video, I can't find anything saying Ridley has appealed this decision. If that's the case, he won't be reinstated into the league until February of 2023, and that's only if he applies for reinstatement. In the meantime, his salary of $11.116 million will toll, meaning it won't count against the Falcons in 2022. This is good news considering our cap situation. Regardless of how it happened, clearing over $11 million in cap off the books will help the team fill needs in free agency. If Ridley decides to come back for the 2023 season, the Falcons are projected to have over $90 million in cap space. So, if we wanted him to come back to the team, paying his salary wouldn't be a problem. In all honesty, I think if he comes back, we should trade him. Before the whole gambling issue, I believed wholeheartedly that we should have brought him back for the 2023 season instead of trading him, as many of the experts predicted we would. Now, I think both parties involved need a fresh start. Falcons fans are pissed, and rightfully so. Ridley may have destroyed his reputation and career over $1,500 worth of bets. He lowered his trade value, alienated his teammates and fans, and lost out on over $11 million. What a fucking idiot.
You suck, you jackass.
Next up is outside linebacker Duke Ejiofor. His time in Atlanta was about as short as my last relationship. He never played a single game in a Falcons jersey. He played at Wake Forest and was drafted in the 6th round by Houston before the 2018 season and only appeared in 12 games. He notched up only 1 sack, 9 tackles, 2 passes defended, and 1 fumble recovery. He had season-ending injuries in both 2019 and 2020 before being cut by the Texans. Atlanta signed him to a futures contract in January of this year, but cut him last week. All in all, Atlanta cleared about $825,000 worth of cap space and got rid of a guy who I believe wouldn't even have made the practice squad. And last but not least, Matt Ryan. What can I say about old Reliable? He's the best quarterback we've ever had and owns almost every single franchise record, not to mention several NFL records at the position. Once again, he's restructured his contract to free up over $12 million in cap space for the 2022 season. I'm personally looking forward to having him back next season because he's been nothing short of excellent since we drafted him in 2008. It absolutely disgusts me the amount of hate and disrespect he gets from our own fan base. He's a convenient scapegoat for a lot of people who overlook the real problems with this team, and I'm fucking sick of it. If we would have given this man better defenses over the years, there's no doubt in my mind that we would have won a Super Bowl or 2 with him at the helm. All I can say to the Ryan haters is this: you're gonna miss him when he's gone. In conclusion, the Falcons salary cap for next season is $16,215,670 at the time of me uploading this video. I also feel like I should mention that we have over $20 million in dead cap space from both Julio Jones and Dante Fowler. All in all, we have more wiggle room to play around with in free agency than I thought we'd have. I have some ideas to increase that number further, but that'll have to wait until my next video. If you made it this far, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. If you have any questions you'd like to ask me, feel free to leave a comment and I'll do my best to answer. Most importantly, if you didn't like something I said or you don't agree with me, just know that I don't give a fuck and that your opinion means jack shit to me. Till next time.